Hey guys, today on AdensWorld, we're going to be heading back into the Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker HD. And today we are going to be going to the Earth Temple. And in our previous live stream, we got the fire and ice arrows and the power bracelets and iron boots. So be sure to check that out after this live stream. Alright, so now let's head into the game here. Alright. So here we are on the island for... We're on the island for the Earth Temple here. Actually, let me start the speedrun timer. So here we go. And now we actually need to go pick up Medley from Dragon Roost Island. So using our new Wind Waker melody, we'll go over there. Yeah, so in the last live stream we actually got the Ballad of the Gales. So let's go over to Dragon Roost Island. Alright, here we are. So let's park right here and see if we can find Medley. I don't remember how this quest line went in the game. It's been quite a while since that series on the channel. Alright, here we go. So let's see where she could possibly be. Okay, not here. I'm not sure. I don't think she's gonna be over there. It's also nighttime, so that might be one of the problems. Alright, so I still didn't help us in our search. I'm not sure. Let's go out here and change the time. That might be the problem. Oops. Okay, so... Alright, there we go. So now it should be daytime, and I did actually remember something. Let's check here while we're at it. Nope. Okay. So I did remember something, and that is that I think Medley is out here instead. Or not. Okay, I'm not sure. All right. So now, let's actually go. Um, let's actually go back out here, cause I think that she's on one of those. I think she's out on top of one of the like dungeon areas towards the top of uh, Dragon Roost Island. All right. So now that we're in this dungeon, I think we need to, yeah, we need to take this teleporter, but while we're at it, alright, there we go. I think that this is where she might be. Okay. Um, so we can't go that way anymore. Alright, actually, I found where she is this time. For real. Oh, and this is awesome. Okay. Alright, there we go. So we beat those monsters, and also if you want to get joy pendants in this game, beating those two monsters right there in Dragon Roost Island is the absolute fastest way to get it. Because all you gotta do is walk outside and walk back in, and they immediately respawn. So that is literally the best way to get joy pendants, and then joy pendants sell for I think 40 rupees a piece, so it's also a really good way to make money. Okay, so this is actually where we need to go. Right over here. Oh, Link, you're okay. Okay. You know, the Prince has been asking me all about your adventures, Link. Okay. Alright. So how do, oh, right. Okay, so we need to play that new melody that we learned. Alright, so we need to do this. Wow, I'm surprised I remembered that. Alright, so I think we managed to figure out. Oh, okay. Well, alright, so Medley's like remembering that Zora Sage. Forgot exactly what the story was, but let's see. The one cool thing is about this is that the Sage's songs are the two parts of the Wind Waker title screen theme, which honestly is awesome that they actually did that and used the title screen theme for more than just the title screen in the game. Alright. So now she knows that she's a sage of the Earth Temple, and uh, so now we need to take her to the Earth Temple. And we need to wake the power to repel evil that sleeps within the Master Sword. Alright, so let's head over to the Earth Temple here. Actually, let's just use the Wind Waker because it's faster. And let's go to Outset Island. I do want to check something there anyway, because if I remember correctly, Link's grandma gives you a potion that's a lot better than the red potion and the blue potion that you can get in Beetle's shop. So I think that it will be a worthwhile thing to check and see if we can get that potion. So both of our bottles are full right now, but we'll try anyway. No, not yet. We can try. Okay, so this is definitely something that we haven't done, because I don't believe that she's supposed to be like that. I'm actually gonna check real quick and see if I can figure that out. Alright, so I just found out how to do it, and good thing we actually have two fairies because we needed one in order to solve this quest. So we have to walk up to her, use the lock-on feature, and then use the fairy. Alright, so she's happy, and yeah. So Iroll is safe now, which is good. But yeah, nice. We got the elixir soup, and we can come back and get it whenever we need it. Alright, so thanks to her, now we have the elixir soup unlocked, which is very useful actually because it replenishes your magic meter and your heart meter. So that's awesome. So I'm actually gonna, there we go. And now let's head back onto our ship and go over to the Earth Temple. Okay. Here we go. And actually, one last thing. Let me save the game. Oh, right. So now let's... Okay, so actually, yeah, that's the island right there. So let's go over there, and then I believe we'll have to use, that new melody that we learned to unlock it, to unlock the door. Alright. So the temple ahead is the nest of an evil creature. Okay. Okay, so we could press the R to call Medley for her to follow closely behind us. Okay, so we can use the control melody to help Medley out if she gets stuck. Alright, so that's good. I forgot we could do that. So alright. So now let's go over here. And we need to use the Wind Waker here, I think. Do we? Okay, okay, so now we can do. Yeah. Alright, nice. So, actually... Alright. We need her to be over here, and we have to play that again. There we go. Did that work? Alright. Alright, nice. Well, there goes that stone with the instructions on how to play that melody. Good thing we could see it right here on the gamepad. Alright. Alright, so now... Oh, okay, we need to go across here, so we need to pick up Medley like this. Nice. And she's behind that door, okay. Oh, okay, that worked. So gotta have her stay somehow. I'm not sure how to have her stay. Maybe we can just do this. Alright, there we go. Okay, so let's go up here and see what we need to do. There's a button there and there's a button there. So we need to, I guess, hit both of those. Well, I think first we need to beat those monsters down there before we do anything. Alright. So, let's see here. Let's beat these monsters. I forgot what these are even called in Wind Waker. Because I think these are moblins, but I could be wrong. Because all the monsters from this game, I think they ended up keeping in Breath of the Wild, except for the Boko Babas. And I think a few other enemies they didn't keep, but for the most part. Alright, let's see. Alright, so she wants us to... She wants to fly to one of these buttons, so we're gonna have to do that. That's actually a good idea. Alright, so now let's use the Wind Waker. That's it. Alright, so now let's oh shoot. Okay, so we have a fly meter, so she can only fly for so long. Okay. So that's both. Okay, well that was both buttons. I think that's all we can do. So I think we might be able to fly across with her. Because both of those buttons need to be pressed down at the same time in order to open the door. So I think we need to do this. Yeah. Alright. Alright. So now let's go over to this other button. Nice. Okay, so we unlock the door. And... okay. So now let's go up, go through this door to whatever else is here. Okay. That was probably for the best. So yeah, there's an invisible... there's a new one? There's a new type of these choo-choo things. How do we beat that? Okay, there we go. So what do we need to do with this? Alright, there we go. So just a green choo-choo, but for some reason it's like that purple color. Okay. Alright, nice. So that opened the door, both doors. So we got 1 rupee, and then we got this chest right here. So we need a mirror in order to progress. Well, at least to unlock that chest. Also, where even is Medley? Okay, I was about to say she won't go through the doors. Alright, there we go. So yeah, I think we go through here. But we don't have a mirror shield, so I don't even know how we're gonna fight this. Okay, so we need a key. So maybe there's a way to get a key in here, or one of these things can move. Can we... okay, so that's not the case. What about this thing? Okay, so we can't do that. Okay, so we can't move those. But we need to open this chest. I think. I don't think Medley can do anything. Oh, she can. Okay. Okay. So that's how we can do it. Her instrument is reflective. Alright, nice. So now we can open this chest. And we got a dungeon map. Awesome. So that'll definitely help us. Alright. So, I'm not sure if we should mess with whatever this statue is first, or if we should, go to the store. I think we should go to this. Oh, right, we didn't get a key, so we have to. Okay, so I don't think I have anything shiny thing. Alright, let's try this. I don't know what's up here. Okay, there's nothing. Alright, so I'm gonna actually try something. Let's go back into this room here. And there were these two statues, and I could never figure out what they were. So let's try this. Okay. So this doesn't reveal anything, but that is interesting. Oh, so there's actually a hammer spot right there that we can use our hammer on. Alright, so let's do that, and then so we can see, and then let's actually try our fire arrow here. We get, oh, we do get hurt in there. Can we use items like that? Okay, we can't. Okay, we can't use items like that. Okay, so let's do this now. Where that comes back and that opens the door. Perfect. So over here there's nothing like that. Alright. So at least we got the door open. Okay, so we got these. We got these fire skulls here. Those don't give us anything. Well, it gave us a couple of arrows, and one rupee. Alright, so we can move this block right here. I don't think it's gonna do much for us. Actually, okay. Stand corrected. And now we can actually reflect this light. Okay, so that has to be pressed down the whole time. So let's get Medley over here and have her reflect this light. Okay, so I think I'm actually standing in the way. Alright, so now let's open this chest. And we finally got a small key. But let's have her stand right here on this button. And we'll see what's through this door before we go the other direction. Okay, so we need the mirror shield to even be in here. And there's one of these hand things over here. Okay, we gotta leave this room. Okay, so now let's go through this door over here. Alright, so this actually gave us one of those item spheres, which is good. There's a purple one of these. Okay, so we need to be quick about this. 'Cause I don't know if Medley has health or not. Okay, so that opens the door. Okay, so we need to... Okay, perfect. Alright, perfect. So now we can place this right here on this button. Alright. Let's go up these stairs right here, and there's another button. Okay, so that opened the door. That's good. Okay. So now there's one of these monster pen things. Okay. So now let's try just moving these blocks into these empty spaces. Okay, so that opened that. This we can move into an empty space. Or pull into this empty... Okay. So, let's do this. Alright, so now that we've done that, we should be able to just move this block like nothing. And that spawned a chest. So, I'm not sure, but I think we might be able to break that wall with the light. Yeah, we actually can. Okay, so now let's do the same thing on this wall and see what we get. Okay, so one of those teleporters. Alright, so we got a teleporter here, which is good. And then we got this block that we can now use. Alright, so that opened the door up there, and now we can climb up here. Alright, we got the compass. Now we can see chests and stuff on the map. Alright, so... Oh yeah, we can see Medley on the map, so we don't have to worry if we go into another room without her. So, I don't I'm pretty sure we're going to need her in every single room, um, unless we have the mirror shield. So let's do that. Okay. Okay, so my controls are reversed because this ghost is above me. Okay, so I need to use the control melody. Alright, there we go. So I don't even know what I did, but the stairs are open at least. Over there. Alright. So now let's go up here and see what we get from this chest. Alright, we got a joy pendant. Okay, so now we have okay, so we're just gonna go through this door. Okay, so we're gonna have to fight something in here. Alright. Okay, so I think we need to just get all of these things out here. And then we need to use flame arrow. Wait, actually that does nothing. Okay. Alright, so we got the key, at least. Oh. Alright. Alright, there we go. And we got one of the item orbs from that one over there. Alright. So now let's go up here and head into this room again. Okay, so now we got some sort of new area. Alright, so let's fight this guy real quick. Okay, so there's more of them. Whatever these monsters are. I'm not really sure what the best method to fight these guys is, but it seems like just attacking these skeleton monsters and just seeing what happens is the best way. Alright, so we got one of them, and then this last right here. Alright, so we beat both of them, and... Okay, so we got a chest over there. I'll see what we get in that chest in just a second. Oh, right, so we got the mirror shield. Its shiny surface reflects beams of light. Hold ZR to shield and use L to aim its reflection. Alright. Alright, so we got this beam of light here, and we're going to try out our new shield. So, I think we gotta have our sword out, yeah. And then we do that. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna pause right here and we'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Oasis Radio will resume after this short break.
The future is now thanks to science. Clement gear up!
Alright guys, so we are back and now let's actually fight these guys here. And now that we got the new mirror shield, we can beat these ghost things, I think. Yeah, we can. Okay, so yeah, we can beat these ghost things. Well, after we shine light on them. Okay, so I need to go up here before that thing comes back. And then, we need to try to get it with this light. Wherever it is. Alright, there we go. So, where even is... Oh, okay. Alright. So, let's go over here. And I think we need to get Medley up there. Now we need to aim the light just straight, so we can use that wall. All right, there we go. Alright, there we go. Now we can shine it onto that wall and see what it opens. Actually, there is another wall that we can open right over there. Okay, so I'm not sure if we were supposed to do that like that, or if we just opened an area we weren't supposed to, but alright, so okay, so I guess that was an area we were supposed to be able to open, because it just had a bunch of rupees in it. So let's do this right here, and that just had a rupee. All right. Alright, so now let's fly across here. And so we need to get Medley into one of these things. One of these beams of light here, so we can open whatever door. And then we need to go over here. Alright, there we go. So yeah, that opens something. Alright, there we go. So now we need to go down here to whatever this room is. Alright, there we go. So now we can cross this bridge. And then we need to open this door with the same melody that we used to open the original door to the temple. Alright, so now we got this door open. I haven't even been paying attention to the map. So we're on B1 right now, and we're going into this area over here. So the boss room is right over there at the end of this entire hallway area. So we need to get there. Okay, so here's a mirror right here, so I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So that opens that door. Use this part right here. Alright, there we go. And now let's break this other statue with this light. So there's a bunch of smaller statues that we can break, like this one. I think that's the only important one that we need to destroy with the light. I think that's it. So now we can go one of these, well, one of two directions. So we have the choice of either going into a treasure room sort of thing. So we have the choice of either going into some sort of like treasure-like room that has like two chests, I guess. And then we have the option to go down some hallway more towards the boss room, but I think we're gonna go towards the treasure room because that might have the boss key or whatever it's called in this game. I forgot. Oh, okay, so it has this stuff. So we can walk through here, but we can't use any items. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to go back the other way, unless we can somehow figure out how to fix that. Yeah. Okay, so can't really walk through here either. Does I'm not really sure. Alright, we gotta climb up here. So we can't use any weapons or tools while in this stuff. Okay, so we need to get light over here, but Medley's stuck over there, so let's get her over here. Alright, there we go. And then we need to use this hammer here. Okay, so we can get some light now in here, so we can use this mirror. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh, so we have to collect the light. Okay, so I think we need to... Okay, so the light isn't strong enough. Oh, okay, so we can actually just do this. Forgot that we could move this. Alright, so let's try this actually. Okay. Alright, so we're actually gonna go to the other room here. We need to... Yeah. Alright, so now let's go through this room. Oh, no. Okay, so we need to run through here. And here we go. Here's a chest that we can open. Alright, so we got a small key. There's supposedly one more chest in this room, but I don't even know if it's worth it. Oh, okay, well, now that there's no fog, it's pretty worth it. Okay, so I'm not sure where that took me. Okay, so that took me all the way up here. So let's go back down there and try not to get hit by these things. So let's see if we can actually get the other chest. There's supposed to be another chest right here. I guess we need to beat everything in this room except for the ones to take us out of the room here. Alright, so we got one of these item balls, which is good. And... okay, so this is just a regular one. No. Okay, so I think we have one left. Nice. Okay, so there was actually a chest. So let's see what we actually get from this chest. It's probably not going to be much, but at least we got it. Alright, so we got a treasure chart. That's not bad. And now let's leave this room and go over to that other one that we needed the key for. Alright, so now let's go up here and then we'll just use the command melody to get medley up here. Alright, nice. Alright, there we go. Alright, so she's actually right. We can use the light that's reflected off of her instrument and reflected again off of our shield. So we could do that. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now let's do that and try this. So we can... Okay, so that didn't work. Okay, let's do this. So that should reveal, yep, the next door. So we can break that. And I don't think we'll be able to hit that one over there. Actually, we could like this. Alright, nice. So we got a rupee and we got some magic power. Alright, so... Okay, we got one of these things. Alright, so now let's open this chest here, and alright, so it's a red rupee, 20 rupees, awesome. Alright, let's go back in this direction. And we'll collect this. Alright, let's conduct this melody so we can get to the door. Alright, there we go. So now we got the next door open. And we need to get out of this room. Okay, we gotta get Medley now. Alright, so... yeah, we need a bomb for this. Alright, there we go. And then, what can we use these? Okay, so this is a tall room here. So we can take this room down to B1. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what we need to do in this room. Here, there is a button up there. Alright, so now let's actually place Medley on this button, because we might need that. Alright, so now we can actually, I should push this back in the other direction if we want to get that chest, or not. Alright, there we go. So we can actually get that chest now. Alright, 50 rupees. And... okay, so there's definitely some sort of reflective mirror thing that we're going to be able to get from... breaking the statue. Yeah. Alright, so now let's get this. Alright, so now, okay, so we need to break those light rocks. There. So yeah, we actually need to get Medley down here. And we need to have her reflect light from here. Alright, so we need to break all four of these stone things here in order to get this mirror. Alright, so it seems like we opened up some sort of other area here. But first, let's break these pots and see what we get, because this is a Zelda game. And we got a ton of rupees. That was like easily, well, I had 880 something. Now I have 950, so I got a lot of rupees. It's mostly green ones, but still. Alright, so now we need to do this over here. Break that statue. And we get another mirror. Okay, so I'm not... Oh, so I think we need to actually reflect the light. Yeah, so we need to reflect the light over here somehow. Alright, so let's go up here and... I think this if we reflect it onto this platform right here, that'll be great. Alright, so now let's pull this giant mirror over here. Alright, nice. And, okay, we got a bunch more rupees. Awesome. So, we already maxed out our wallet here with 1,000 rupees. That's awesome. Okay, let me climb up here real quick. So I think we actually might... I think I actually might need medley to reflect some of this light over here. Alright, there we go. So, we just unlocked that chest. And let's open it. So we got a joy pendant. And now let's go over here actually. So that's closed. So we need to reflect the light into the statue here. Alright. Now we can do this. Alright, there we go. So we got half that statue now, and do this over here. Alright, so that opened... Okay, that opened a door that leads to a room with a singular treasure chest. So let's go in here. Okay, some sort of, yeah, kind of boss room. Well, with those skeletons over there. There we go. So I think we also need to beat these skeletons here. Okay, so it seems like only ice arrows stop this. Or not. Okay, so it seems like the ice arrows only stun these guys for a couple seconds. Okay, so we got the boss key. Let's see if we can get some arrows before we get the boss key. Alright, so we got the big key, and that will unlock the dungeon. So, there is actually one more, room with a chest in it. It's right over here to the right. Let's actually go over here and see. Okay, so it seems like we need to use light to open up these things. Okay, so we got 3 of these guys. I think we might be able to use bombs here. Oh, yeah, that worked. Right? Alright, so these guys aren't that hard, but the bomb strategy is definitely good. So if you have bombs, and you have to fight these guys in this game at some point, then definitely I recommend using the bombs. Especially if it's just one. Because, for 3 of them it's kind of tough, but for 1 of them, it makes it a lot easier. Alright, we got a treasure chart. We can open it up on the map screen, that's good. And then, now we need to go towards the dungeon boss. Over here, so. So we need to climb up this ladder and then use, the control melody here. Alright. So now we gotta climb up all these stairs again. And these vines. Alright, there we go. Now we just do the same thing. Okay, so now let's actually try to get across to the boss room here. Alright, perfect. So now let's... So now, I'll be right back. Alright, now let's fight this boss here. First let's open these, of course. Why should I unlock the bigger wallet? Alright. Alright, so I'm not sure what these ghost things. Oh, it's this boss. Alright. So I'm pretty sure this is not the right way that we're supposed to fight this guy. 'Cause I don't think he's taking any damage whatsoever. Oh, we're supposed to do this. Oh, so this is like the boostless battle of Luigi's Mansion. Alright, so we still got a lot of those ghost guys. Still there. Alright. Okay, so it seems like he's moving on to another phase of his battle because it stopped me from being able to fight early. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we beat the boss guy. And alright, so we got a piece of heart. And this. And then the center of this Triforce is glowing now. So let's see here. Let's get our piece of heart first. Alright, we got our heart container. And got a bunch of health here. And now let's go through this thing. Alright, so here's Medley. I forgot what happens here. Right, I forgot. This is how they power up the Master Sword in this game. Oh, right. So the Master Sword has now been powered up. Alright, so we got still one more temple to do before we can fully awaken the power to repel evil. Alright, so now we gotta go to the Wind Temple. Alright, but anyway, so we have officially cleared the Earth Temple, so as soon as we finish talking to the King of Red Lions, if that's gonna be a thing. Alright, so now we finished the Earth Temple like that. Now let's go over to the Wind Temple real quick. Let's go over to the Wind Temple real quick and get the Wind God's Aria. I think that is. So let's go here to Windfall. Okay, so we need to go right over here to this place. Alright, let's go right here. And we did need both um, the arrow, the new arrows, and we needed the power bracelets and these iron boots in order to even come to either one of these places. Okay, so I think we need to use a bomb here. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure how to do this, but let's. Okay, so maybe we need to use our ship. Yeah, I think we need to use our ships, cannon. Or not. Okay, so, that's not the case. Let's see. So we definitely need the, I'm not really sure what could fix this. Alright, so I guess that I already knew what I needed to do because I actually equipped the skull hammer before equipping the bombs. So, yeah. Let's just go right over here and learn this new melody. Alright, there we go. Okay, now we can learn it. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we learned the Wind God's aria. Not sure if I pronounced that right, but close enough. Alright, so this guy is of the Kokiri tribe. So actually, I think that tribe only existed in Ocarina of Time, but anyway. Yeah, the Koroks actually replaced the Kokiri tribe. Okay, so alright, so we need to now go find that one Korok guy at Forest Haven. Well, that'll be in the next live stream. Cause this one's already going on a bit over 2 hours now. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.